Hello everybody, if you're 14 years or younger, this video is not for you. Please turn off now. To everyone else, let's have some fun. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're working on the Project emaxx. I got the emaxx chassis right here. Transmission works good in it, got the right mounting bracket. I'm going to use this for some scavenging parts. Basically I'm going to use the receiver out of it with this transmitter, maybe the steering servo. And I'm thinking about, since this is almost a complete chassis ready to run, just stripping off what I don't need here and taking that transmission, putting it in here and making this my emaxx with the aluminum chassis, because I already have a replacement chassis if anything goes bad. And not to mention this is already together and you know everything seems to be working fairly good on it. So I think that's going to be the plan. But I wanted to show you guys kind of the difference between emaxx and tmaxx. Emaxx has the plastic chassis, is a little bit more forgiving, I believe. We're going to see. Tmaxx always has the metal frame with the notches so you can mount the nitro motor there, excuse me. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. And here is the beast of a motor we're going to put in it. We got this Hobby Wing 2200 kilovolt easy run, and it is censored, yes, and it is a beast. This is your regular 550 size motor, if that tells you anything. This is literally a 5th scale motor, not even an 8th scale. And then I got this Novak Activate to go with it, and I got those two items right there on a trade for my little Unimog that you guys seen on the video. I was talking about a trade in the previous video. Well, this is what I got out of it. I got these two items for my Unimog, the way you saw it the last time in the video. So I think I came out pretty good. Tell me in the comments what you guys think. I also have these different size pinion gears I'm going to try. They mesh up just great with the spur gear that's already in the truck on that transmission, so I'm not sure what gearing it's going to take for this. I'm only going to start out on 3S, but this is 6S capable, so we'll see how it works on 3S, get everything tuned out right before we start trying to throw a lot of juice to it and make things break. So that's the kind of the plan. Tonight I'm going to start working on stripping this one down, pulling that transmission out, putting it in here, and then getting this receiver out and that servo if I need it, which I don't know if I'm going to need it until I get the receiver in here and see if any of these servos are worth saving. I'm not sure. I can't remember how it was when I stopped using this tmaxx. I think it was probably 4 years ago now. Alright guys, got all the mounts, extra servos that I didn't need on there, the receiver battery box, the fuel tank, and all the little you know, holders for the fuel pipe, etc. off of there. So that's ready to go. I got the transmission out of there. It's right here. It fits right here like this. So I got that ready to go. So all I got to do is do some cleaning, and then I'm ready to start bolting things back together and seeing if I can make this beast start having some kind of life to it. I got a little bit of soldering to do on you know, my new stuff over there, put my Dean's plug on and such. But yeah, we're going to start out with this one. But if you notice, look how much higher that emaxx sits than that tmaxx. It's quite a bit higher. I think we may end up having to do that emaxx. But there's you a quick catch up guys, and I'll do another video shortly. I tested everything before I put it in. I wanted to show you guys. Power her up. This is the receiver I've got it on right here. And we have steering. And I'm going to just creep, hopefully. Oh, good Lord. Well, that was not a creep, was it? Anyways, you guys seen it works. Alright, here we go. Done. Tell me what you guys think. Leave me a note down in the comments. I know my table's dirty and all that good stuff. I'm sorry about that. I kind of rushed through this project trying to get it done so I could show you guys. But I think the Unimog is epic on it. What do you guys think? I have already cut the holes in the top. Of course, it was already mounted previously, so I couldn't use those spots, but I did end up using these spots to remount it. I'll show y'all how I did that here in just a second. There's what it looks like all finished, guys. I put a battery tray in it that I had ordered for actually a crawler. That worked real well. Don't know what else to say. Got the receiver there all mounted. I double-sided taped everything. Put heat shrink on all my connections, as you can tell, to make sure nothing tried to short out. I went through and heat shrinked it and then taped everything that I saw was an issue at all. I ended up using the Traxxas mount on the back and then some red cap mounts on the front. Seemed to work really good. I don't know how sturdy that's going to be being that tall. I'm probably going to end up having to switch that over to metal or something, but for now that's what I got. But yeah, I think it works great. The servo seems to pull great in the front. Hang on a second, I'll flip it on for you guys and let y'all see what's happening with it. There we go. There we go. But yeah, servo works well. That came off the Unimog as well, so I basically got all the receiver and servo off of the Unimog, along with the top. And then I took the transmission out of the emaxx I just bought and put it in here, just because it was easier basically with the mount already on it. I have some mounts ordered to where I can pretty much just put a mount here and get the motor to mesh up to it, or over here, whichever works easiest. But I do have some of them ordered coming in. But I think everything worked out as far as location wise, battery wise, and all that good stuff. I think I got a little twitchy problem with the ESC. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll have to check into it. I may have to do some programming or something like that. Not quite sure how to program these Novaks. If anybody has a clue, leave it to me in the comments. I don't know if you need a special programming card or what, but when I got it, the wires were cut, and I don't think it needs a special switch there or a button there or something. I don't know. I'll have to check this all out. I think somebody messed with the electronics and cut some stuff off that didn't know what they was doing, and I think they might have actually cut off the set button, and if that's the case, I'll have to figure out how to wire one in. But yes, I had tested it already. It works. If you'll give me just 1 second, I'll figure out how to put it up to where I can show you guys. But this is how it all came out right here in the bottom. That's the servo out of the Unimog. But as you can tell, I've already had it out testing it, so I know it works. Don't know really what else to tell you about it. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. But yeah, this is a tmaxx converted into an emaxx. This was officially a tmaxx chassis and drivetrain and all that good stuff, and I converted it into an emaxx. So without further ado, let me see if I can figure out how to let you guys see this, and I'll be right back with you. Once again, guys, excuse the mess. I got you set up on a tripod here just so you can see what's going on with the truck. But yeah, it's very twitchy. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on with that. But other than that, I think it's going to be fine. I'm going to have to figure it all out. Might have a pinion a little tight, it sounds like. But other than that, I think everything's going to be just fine on it. This is the only concern I have, but I will figure out how to get that programmed and make it happen one way or another. Because, as you can tell, it works, but I would like it to be, you know, like a sensor system should be. It should be smooth, easy to, on the trigger, all that good stuff. But, you know, it does work. And that's all I can really ask for. But that's all I can really ask for out of a system I traded for that little Unimog. And, as you can tell, it's got plenty of power. I've took it out and ran it already, and it's looking like it's going to do pretty decent. I ended up putting a, I believe it's a 17-tooth pinion on here. And yeah, it's already warming up on the pinion because I got it too hot, or too close. So yeah, I'll have to back it off and give it a little bit of space. But long story short, there you go, guys. That is the building of a tmaxx into an emaxx. And there wasn't a lot of modification other than just putting this transmission in pretty much. That's the only difficult part, is finding a bracket that will mount up to the transmission you have in there. And you don't even have to put this transmission in. You can use the one that's in the tmaxx, which I plan on doing on a different video. So make sure you subscribe and put the notifications on so you can catch that one. But I'll be using, hopefully, a 2-speed transmission with a smaller motor to see if I can't get more of a top speed. I don't know. I'll figure it out and let you guys know. It's just an idea right now. But it's definitely going to happen because I have another one of these chassis and another one of these transmissions and all that good stuff. So we might as well just use them all up. I was actually going to sell them, but nobody was wanting to give me what they were really worth. So this is what happens when somebody won't give you what they're worth. You go make a toy out of it. That's economic RC right there. And just so you guys know, all I got in this is trading for the Unimog. These parts I bought off of eBay a long time ago when I was into my tmaxx stuff, I think for like 50 bucks, and that includes the whole new chassis and stuff like that. And I just got a heck of a deal because the guy was done, and I had already bought a couple of cars off of him. But other than that, I don't really know what to say. I got this for like I think it was like $6 shipped on and delivered on Wish. It's carbon fiber. Got nice little straps that came with it, so I think that was worth the money. Review wise, I would have to say I like that a lot. It was easy enough just to drill some holes through the aluminum. I just drilled one hole and used one existing and mounted that up. You know, and, everything else just bolted right in. The motor bolted right in. This I just stuck right there where it's at, along with this, so those can come up if necessary. And you know, the motor bolted right in, pinion bolted right on. Only thing about this pinion I'm not liking in the shaft on the motor is the cover. I can't use it, as you can tell there. It's supposed to, you know, mount flat like that, but it won't because the pinion's hitting over here. So it's because that's a little bit too small in that area. But there you go, guys. That's going to be the I don't know what we should call it. What do you think we should call it? Is it the Monster Mog or the Max Mog, or what do you think? Y'all give me some ideas in the comments and let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, anything about anything I've done on here that I didn't quite explain well enough, which happens, I know, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I'll try to answer anything I can, and even create a video on it if I need to try to help you along your way. Hope you guys have a good one. Quick update. I have done some research and found out that the ESC was supposed to have a program button here. But what I've done is expose the solder. And if you'll bear with me, because I just dropped it wherever it went. There it is. Sorry about that, guys. I have made a jumper wire. I don't know if you guys can tell to touch those two spots right there. And now I can program my ESC. And that's all it took. So, that's what I made out of. Just something to touch those two spots and short them out. Because that's all a switch really is it takes two locations and touches them together to make a connection in a circuit. That way you can, you know, it can do its job. So, you know, it's just the same as that switch right there. You know, it basically, inside of it, it'll make these two wires touch each other to make the truck come on. So that's a bonus. Because I think it really needs some programming bad, so I'm going to have to look up the guide and print it out and spend some time programming. But hopefully that makes it just run perfect.